Hello there, YouTube chums. Just coming out of Hawes, and you're probably wondering why the heck I'm in Hawes, which is a very good question, and why I just turned left there, which again would be a very good question. Well, I came here yesterday doing a bit of a wreck of the Buttertubs Pass, and discovered accidentally that the Tour de France is going to come round here. So what I thought I'd do, I thought, well, the next nice day I'll come and do a bit of videoing and show you Buttertubs Pass, and also where the Tour de France riders are going to have to go when they come over here in July. So it's quite a challenging ride. It's a lot of steep bits and twisty bits and one thing and another. I came in a 4x4 the other day, so it was quite easy because the 4x4 did all the hard work, but on the bike it's a little bit more tricky. Today I'm on the ST1300. I've left the GS at home. I thought it's the ST's turn to have a bit of a run out. So Bob, if you're watching this, I'm on the Pan today, mate, and I've left the GS at home. I hope you do enjoy it. I've moved the mic position in the helmet, so hopefully we'll get some slightly better sound. And it's a lot of low gear stuff, so right now, if that's the first gear turn, that I don't know if it's coming out on the video, but this road is very, very steep, so what those lads on the push bikes are going to be like going up here, I honestly don't know. Still climbing. Now Buttertubs is a bit of a funny name, and I thought, what a peculiar name to give to a pass in the Yorkshire Dales. I mean, you know, they have places like Blubber Houses and more, and I thought it was just a quirky Yorkshire thing, but it's not. Apparently, when the farmers used to bring the butter over to market at Hawes from Swaledale, which is at the valley on the other side of this pass, in a hot day like today, look at that view, absolutely stunning. It would have melted, so when they stopped to have a bit of lunch on the way, they used to stop at a place called Buttertubs, and what it is 2 or 3 great big holes in the rock, in the limestone rock, about 20 odd foot deep, and what they used to do was stick the butter down there, down these holes on a bit of rope, just to keep it cool while they had the dinner. So I thought that was pretty neat, that. So that's how it got its name, apparently. I'm not an expert on these matters, I've just read it on the internet, but that's how they said this particular pass got its name. I think Jeremy Clarkson described this as one of the most picturesque roads in England, and I can believe that, having been on it. It is absolutely stunning. We're on the summit of the Buttertubs Pass now. It's only about 5 miles long, this, so it won't take us long to get over it, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful pass. I thought I'd just video it for you. Wow, look at that. Now that's what I call a view. Got the Pan in second gear and it's still trying to run away with me. Take it nice and steady. Now this is quite a feature. I've never seen these before in the UK. I've seen them on the continent, but I've never seen them in the UK. These wires that stop you falling down the valley side. Look at this bloke. We'll just get rid of this lad on his in his little whatever it is he's in. I'd rather have nothing in front of me than even if I go the same speed. I'm not having to worry about if he stops all of a sudden. But there you go, look at that view. Just look at that view. Now it's a steep drop down the other side, so how that sheep got there, God knows. There's your view. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Give this car a bit of ground. Cattle grid. And coming the other way. Safe, good to go. That's it. Fantastic. Look at that down there. Isn't that beautiful? Descending now. Just on our way down. But it's only 5 miles. I don't know, those lads are going to get on the push bikes coming down here. A lot of steep, nasty little bends. Slow, slow, slow it says. Sharp bend. I should imagine some of the faster descenders might end up going through that wall. Enjoyed that so much. I think what I might do is just turn round at the bottom and go back up again. If you go on the internet, like I did, you'll probably be able to find the Tour de France page, and it's got the actual itinerary with all the timings on it, and I think they're having a couple of days in Yorkshire, and I think they've called this the Côte de Buttertub, which I thought was quite funny. And it's a class 3, a category 3 climb, which is quite steep even by alpine standards. Obviously the ones they do in the Alps and in the Pyrenees are category 1 climbs, which are very, very, very steep. But cat 3 is not easy at all. So what I think I might do now is, you're not supposed to do it, but I'll try and do a U-turn at this junction, and we'll go back up again. Here we go, we're off again. Well, let's go up now. Now you might think I'm either a glutton for punishment or I love a good view. Well, I love a good view. The nice thing about this pan, let's talk about the pan for a minute. I put some T30 Bridgestones on it. Well, the dealer put a couple of T30s on for me, the GT models they are. And this morning, I've not had it out for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This morning I checked my tyres and they lost a bit of pressure. And last time I rode it, it was quite cold and the tyres were good. But today it's absolutely blistering. It's 20 odd degrees Celsius here in the UK. And the tyre performance has been absolutely excellent. They're just so grippy for a heavy bike like this. It's absolutely incredible. I couldn't recommend the T30s more on this bike. Absolutely great they are. You know, you can almost like scratch the exhaust as you're going round bends on this thing with these T30s on. And just watch out for cars at these viewing spots, because understandably you get, I think some of the people who are coming up here, they get that much in awe of the views and stuff that they just forget about good safe motoring, and they don't really notice people on motorcycles or indeed on cyclists. I'm actually surprised today that there's no cyclists around here. The other day when I came up with father-in-law Eddie, there were loads of bikes on here, tons of them, and I was in the 4x4 and I used to be a cyclist myself, so I try and give them a bit of wobble room, because if they hit a pothole or something, or a bit of an imperfection in the road in those little tiny tyres, it can send them a bit wobbly. So I usually give them plenty of time and plenty of room. I do the same when I'm on the bike as well, I try and give them a bit of room. But no cyclists, again. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you can see the view there, but coming back we're going to see the view in the opposite direction, which hopefully will get picked up on the video. But it is absolutely gorgeous here today. I'm just straight line that bend, Bob. So we're on the summit again now, and of the pass, and as we go to the other side, you'll see the views of the other bits of the Yorkshire Dales. Where we've just been was called Swaledale. You might have heard of Swaledale sheep. Well, that's where they come from, Swaledale. There you go. In the distance there you can see Ingleborough. That's the hill with the flat top on it. It's got a flat top because there's different layers of rock on it. The limestone on the top eroded, but the grit underneath didn't. So that's why it's got that sort of funny flat shape. And it's you see that quite a lot in the Yorkshire Dales. You get different layers of different types of stone, and they erode at different rates. Look at that view. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely stunning view. And this road's nice as well, I must admit. I think it's probably because the Tour de France is coming on it. Those lads have made sure it's nice and smooth, so what's good for a push bike is even better for a motorbike. And this Pan with these T30s on, it's just like riding around in an armchair. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that view again. I don't know if it'll come out on the video or not how beautiful it is, but I can assure you, if you ever get a chance to come up here into the north of Yorkshire and do this Buttertubs Pass, which is only 5 miles, it's well worth the trip. I'm not a Yorkshireman, by the way, so there's no partisan affinities being demonstrated here. I'm not going too fast now, so I can turn my head a bit and show you some of the view. I know some lads will be probably trying to get the knee down around these bends, but I'm actually doing a video for you guys on YouTube, so hopefully you enjoy the view. And here we are descending, big time, very steep. Second gear job on the Pan, about 4,000 RPM. And it's just holding me back nicely. Hope you enjoyed that, and if you're ever up this way, Hawes, North Yorkshire, give it a look.